Tonight, our brand new camera will have its first light. It's the QHY5III462c. It's a compact camera and sensitive in the infrared range. This camera is perfect if you want to level up your planetary astrophotography, especially if you're fond of the gas giants. The past few days have been very cloudy, and I've been dying to test this camera out. It's been with me for a few weeks now, but tonight, nature might finally be on our side. Really hoping that the forecast holds out. I will be pairing this camera with my Meade Polaris 130 EQ Newtonian Reflector telescope, and the mount for this one would be the Sky-Watcher HEQ5 Pro go-to mount. This time, no Barlow lenses, just purely the camera on the focusing tube, because we are going to be testing a very wonderful target for tonight, a waxing gibbous moon. It's a very bright target, plenty of detail, really good contrast, very good target in testing out the frame rate of the camera and other settings that we might want to tinker with. So I can't wait to test this out on a waxing gibbous moon. That's gonna be our target tonight. So we will try setting up our telescope now because it's about to get dark. I just remembered I had an old iPhone, so I'm using this for polar alignment using the daytime nighttime feature. So hopefully it will do a rough alignment of our telescope here. This is an iPhone only app for iOS. It's called Polar Scope Align Pro. So I installed this in the old iPhone. This is iPhone 5S, and managed to do a rough alignment for our telescope. So let's see if it's accurate enough when we do our polar alignment using the SynScan handheld controller. Part of our routine when doing astrophotography is to set our SynScan hand controller. So you can see here I'm setting my longitude according to my geographic location, the latitude, and the time, my elevation, and the date today, and the time. Let's see, it is already 9 o'clock. Let's align a scope, because the more polar aligned it is, the better is our tracking. So for this one, I'll choose yes, press 1, and we'll do 3-star align, and I will choose Betelgeuse. There we go. The telescope is slewing to Betelgeuse right now. Our scope is aligned, all good to go. Let's watch the moon. We just focused the camera on the moon. As you can see in our laptop there, you can see the surface of the moon. This is using the QHY5III462c series. It's looking very beautiful right now. This is a live view capture of the new camera using SharpCap software. Looks good. Looks good. There's something magical about first light. It's not just about testing your gear. It's a moment of new discoveries and new challenges because you don't know what to expect. It's about figuring out the kinks and seeing what works for you best. So I'm doing just that tonight for this camera, QHY5III462c. We got great data of the moon, so now it's time for some post-processing and image enhancement. We are going to be converting this video into image. So this is the captured video of the moon. You can see the haziness here because of the atmospheric disturbance. So we'll convert this. So first off, what we will do is stack these images in AutoStacker. Then we'll convert and enhance that image in Registacks. So we'll do that right now. We have opened AutoStacker, so what we will do is stack the video and converts it into an image. So what it will do is stack the frames of each video and then put it on top of one another. So what we will do is open our file, our video, recorded video of the moon. And we'll open that. So you can see this is the image of the moon, and you can see this is the image stabilization anchor. So I want to put that somewhere different. So let's do that. I'll want to select one of the craters here, there. And what we will do is, because this is the most of the real estate in the photo is occupied by the moon, so we will not use planet COG because we can see most of the surface of the moon. We'll do surface. It will act different if we choose planet COG. It's all good for if you want to take an image, if you want to stack Jupiter, or when there's a planet at the center of the screen. But this is most of the surface, so we'll use this selection here. And what we'll do is click Analyze. So I will skip this video. What it will do is analyze the image, and I'll skip to the part where it's done analyzing. So we have let AutoStacker analyze the image. This is what it looks like. So we have our quality graph here. And what we will do next is put the anchor points. So what I usually do is just make AutoStacker decide for itself by clicking Place AP Grid. We'll choose, this is the existing setting, 16, and we'll choose that. And it will manually draw those anchor points. So what AutoStacker will do is use the anchor points to align the images when it stacks it. It uses it to align the frames. So now that we have placed our anchor points, so what we will do is click Stacks. I'll just choose the options presented to me right now here, and then I will choose two options. So what these numbers represent is it will stack 70 and 50. It will give me two options. So you can see here in our graph, so this is 50%, and this is the quality graph. You can see the quality has high points and low points. So what it will do is get 70% of the best frames and 50% of the best frames, and gives that option to me. Then it will be up to me what I will choose as my final image. So let's do that. Let's click Stack. So I'll skip this video until the image is stacked, and we'll show you the results. So AutoStacker has done stacking the frames. You can see the completion here and the time it took for it to complete. So we can finally open our stacked image. So how we do that is we go to where we saved our target, for example, the moon, where we saved that in the computer. For this, it's in the Sharp Captures folder, the date, and then it's, if you go back one folder, so you can see the two options presented by AutoStacker. So let's try looking at P70. Let's see what the results are. Okay, so this is not sharpened yet in Registax. So this is just a stacked image, and it's really looking beautiful already. So what we will do is do some wavelets and post-processing, further enhancements in Registax. Now I have Registax open. So first thing that we will do is open our image. So we will click select and open our image. So that should be on our folder where we saved it. So this time I want to process the 70% good frames. So let's open that, and we will choose a file. So let's choose, so AutoStacker saved two files, and these are identical. I don't know what the conversion mean, but then we'll just open this one. So this is now, we've now opened the image. So what we will do is click show full image so I can see the entire frame, and then do some wavelets. So this here are wavelet settings. So what I will do first is click use linked wavelets, and I'll show you what happens. So these sliders here are basically sharpening and denoising settings. So it's arranged in different layers. One is the one that makes most of the changes, and 2, 3, up to 6 are the the small details of the image. So we'll see that in a second here. So I'll put the slider to the right and watch what happens. And I click do all. So see the difference here. See that? So what it does is it sharpened the image. So just by clicking the slider to the right, we can already see a sharpened image. So, and then you do that in the other sliders, and just do some mix and match. You can see if I do it over to the right, what happens to the image is a bit noisy. So this is where I will play with the denoise settings and the sharpening settings. So if I put in, like, for example, 0.3, and it will a bit smoothen that out, as you can see there. So if I do this in the other sliders, so let me set the denoise first. And slide it just near the center. So I want to do like I'll do this so it looks like it's cascading. So this other layer all the way to here, this portion, in the other layer, just gradually, sharpening it out. I wanna lessen this a bit more, so I'm gonna do the slider a bit here, So it's a mix and match really. So and it will be depending on what it does to your image. So I click do all. So it's looking really good right now, and so you can match this out and basically, you know, it's up to you how aggressive you want to be with the sharpening and the denoising. So I will do that, do some adjustments. So I eased out my wavelets here, so this looks really good for me. I slide it a bit to the left more so the image doesn't look too sharpened. Equal amounts of sharpening and denoising. So what we will do next is we will do an RGB balance and RGB align. So our settings are in here. So let's click that. And we will expand this all the way here so we can capture the whole moon there. And we will do an RGB align. So this is our tool, and we'll click estimate. So you can see here it's doing some processing, and we'll wait for that to complete. Okay. All right. So it's 100%. It's searching for the different channels, and red and blue channel. So you can see here, that's why it's doing the processing. So we're now on the blue channel. So what this does is align the red and the blue channel together. So you can see there isn't much change. There's only a slight change on the blue one. So we'll close that out. Next, what we will do is we will do an RGB balance. So you can see here our red, green, and blue were a bit off. So Auto Stacker is really good in auto balancing it out. So when we click auto balance, it will give us a balanced color for the moon. So let's click that. So and then let's do all. So now we are seeing an auto balanced color for the moon, and I like this. So we'll close this out. I think we are at the final stage of our post-processing and sharpening enhancement in Registacks. There's a bit of a flaw here during stacking because the moon was moving when we were doing the stacking in Auto Stacker. So that's why we have it here. So what I will do is just crop this. I will click the cropping area here, and I'll crop that. I'll just cut a small portion here. It wouldn't hurt the image because it's just very minimal, and I'll do that. I'm happy with this one. I'll adjust that here a bit, and so that's our cropping area. So what I will do is click Save Image and save this in, it depends on where you want to save it. For now, I'll put this in where my stacked photo is. So we'll name this Moon 70p P70 final, and then we'll see that. Let's open that. So P70 final. So this is our final image.
Thank you for watching Let's Look Up. If you enjoy watching this video, be sure to click like and subscribe, and leave your comments. We do want to hear from you. Again, clear skies everyone.